as we know it. So, TV, posters, full-page ads in the New York Times, do these things really work? So I'll tell you a few things. One is, and again, these things you have to, again, just kind of take them for what they're worth. But I've recently been with Mindy Grossman, who's the CEO of HSN. HSN, as some of you might know, is a big television network. It's a retail network. They also are the number 10 retail site in the world on the web. They also own Frontgate, one of my favorite catalogs, and lots of other stuff. So they run a lot of pages in the New York Times. Pages, not like digital pages, pages, like in the printed New York Times app. And so I asked them why. Like, isn't that kind of old? Isn't that old-fashioned? What are you doing? I said, what are you kidding? In our business, if you don't get response, you stop running it. People use it. So the point is, there's nothing today that doesn't work. It's just you have to figure out how to make it work. So it's all these things are important. They're all still important. But let's take a look at what some of the experts say. So I thought this was really interesting. This is just from the other day. I think it's a quote from the New York Times. Twitter, right? So this is Adam Bain. He's the president of Global Revenue. We think that the industry had been focused in the wrong area, which was making a decision between Twitter and TV. That's not what we believe. Twitter is rich. Think about how important that line is. Think about it. Because people don't get what Twitter does, right? So if you read about it, and I'll show you 100 analysts, top analysts from the top companies who say, no, Twitter's killing TV. No, Twitter is not TV. Twitter is just a way to share a message. When you get a Twitter message, it links you to something else like, hello, a TV show, a video, something. It gives you some information. These guys understand. You got to stop listening to the people who are selling the technology, not to the people who are trying to monetize their own investment in the technology. The Google quote is important too, also from last week. The reality now is it's not about mobile or tablets or desktop, and I might add, television or print or anything else. It's about this unified life where you're always connected. So it's what we call digital exponential. And digital exponential is a very important concept, right? Digital exponential is very simple. We live in a world where only 10 years ago, the analysts believed that restaurants, movies, retail, and store level would all be dead. That we'd all be in arcades in front of computer screens like this, right? Kind of silent. But then along comes mobile, particularly handsets. So mobile is a big thing, because even your PC is mobile. Let's talk about smartphones. Along comes smartphones, and all of a sudden, I can go out in the street and I can do all these things. And by the way, if you know what the most important, single most used feature of smartphones is local search. Because it helps us get to that restaurant. And by the way, there's been an explosion of restaurants across the world. It gets you to street-level retail. There's been an explosion of retail across the world. So it allows us to do all of these things because all of these things are important. So digital exponential is understanding that that's all important, but it's using the digital world to make our real lives exponentially powerful and important. So my answer to all of this is if you want to know what's important, just follow the content. Because the content leads to you. And that's really where the money is, right? So I think Sam Walton said, follow the customer because the customer leads you to the cash register. And he didn't say it quite like that. He said something similar. But I say follow the content because that's what you have to do. Right? Don't worry about the screen. And don't worry about whether it's Twitter or Facebook, whatever. Just follow the content back to the user, the person who's reading it or seeing it or listening to it or engaging with it or experiencing whatever. Those are the important people. So again, this is all just in the past couple of weeks. Comedy Central launches Twitter-based Comedy Fest. Now the truth is, it's not Twitter-based. Because Twitter's nothing. It's Twitter linked, Twitter shared, but it's based someplace else, right? It's sitting on a server somewhere. It's like a cloud. Like people think the cloud is like this thing up there, like little ponies. No, it's just two servers sitting someplace. Streaming on Yahoo, Saturday Night Live. Right? Again, like what is it? Who cares if it's on Yahoo, AOL? We've now turned these into cable TV. So the channel really isn't important. What's important is the content. Everybody with me? And Amazon, again, of course, is